Happening, my friends, and welcome to Fiesta Friday. We thank you so very much for tuning in. I'm Jason Salas. Thank you, as always, for watching. We have a fantastic show for you tonight because our friends from RE/MAX Diamond Realty are going to be here, and they are going to answer the question, why haven't you bought a house yet? That is very key. Plus, we are going to celebrate a momentous occasion as our friends at the Navy Reserve are celebrating their 100th anniversary. But first, celebrating their 34th anniversary are people that are very near and dear to our hearts here as Guamanians, the members of the Guam National Guard. And they've got an array of events and activities to commemorate that. And joining us now in the studio, two good friends of ours, Chief Master Sergeant John Kanata. JQ,
how you doing, Jason? Thank you for having us here today.
All right, always good to see you. And of course, we have Chief Warrant Officer 3, Noel Kamagayan. So very nice to see both of you gentlemen.
Yes.
So 34 years the Guard has been on Guam.
Yes.
That's a dedication that expands way beyond those years because Guam has such a strong positive relationship with the military, and we love to serve our country because it means so much to us.
That's definitely correct. You know, Guam in the nation is the most patriotic territory and also among the states. We have the highest recruitment rate of locals into the armed services of the United States.
That's right.
That's right.
So what does it mean to not only, like, as Guamanians, be able to say, you know, I'm doing this in support of liberty and freedom of the USA, but I'm also serving my friends and family right here on Guam. If something happens, like, you know, like knock on wood, like, you know, we had Typhoon Dolphin several weeks back and everything like that, the Guard was right out there, you know, directing traffic, making sure folks were protected and feel safe and everything like that. So, you know, it's a dual sense of service.
Yes, it is. The reason why we can do that, and in the National Guard, we're able to serve both types of situation in the federal sense and also on the state mission, which makes it very flexible for our type of service. We're always mission-driven, and we are present in the community.
Mm-hmm. To add on to that, you know, the Guam National Guard, or the National Guard in whole, holds two missions. And one, we got two commanders-in-chiefs. One is the president on federal missions, and of course the governor of Guam on state missions. And of course, like what you said, for Typhoon Dolphin, whenever there's a call up or need for the National Guard to come in, that's when the governor puts us into service as a state call up.
Mm-hmm. And we here at KUM, we have yet to meet a member of the Guam National Guard who isn't going to say, like, if something happens like on Guam, I'm putting my uniform on and I'm going to be right out there right away because I want to take care of my home and the people here that I love and the people that mean a lot to me.
Absolutely.
That's a tremendous responsibility, but you and your colleagues, you guys do it better than anybody else.
That's correct. We're trained to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We got the mindset that, for example, in this last storm that was supposed to pass with John Home, we were already set before the storm. We already had our quick reaction force ready to go in case that the typhoon does hit us quite hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, by the good graces of the man upstairs, that did not happen, and we're very appreciative for that. So yes. How do we celebrate the 34 years that the Guam Army National Guard has been around, and what activities do you guys have lined up?
Well, Jason, for this weekend, we're doing several things, and it's dedicated. The whole weekend is dedicated to honoring, of course, our service members, but also the public. So we're starting out with a public 5K run in the morning, and it's up at the Guam Readiness Center. And then we're gonna, after that, we're going to, at 10 o'clock, we're gonna go into the organizational day where that all the public and of course all the service members in the Guam National Guard have separate competitions amongst each other to promote camaraderie within the service members. Also, we have static displays that are going on, and those are to show the capabilities of what we have in the Guam National Guard. So that if you got folks that are high schoolers or folks that are not in the military and that they're possibly thinking of going into the National Guard, they're looking at what kind of capabilities or what kind of jobs would they want to do if they were to join the Guam National Guard. Now, and that's both Army and Air.
Now, in that static displays, or in those static displays, I should say, do you guys have the heavy equipment? Because that's always a big hit with the kids.
Yes, there is.
The big trucks, you know, sometimes even the weaponry and stuff like that.
Right, the weaponry is displayed. We have Humvees out there. We have LMTVs. And people that are coming in, the public, are invited to come down and take a look at the vehicles.
All right.
And what's new for this, and this is new to the Guam National Guard, is we're going to have our aviation detachment that's out there, and that's our helicopters we just recently got in June.
That's right.
So we're going to have those folks out there to show their squadron and to show their helicopters.
Now, what kind of helicopters are those? Because I know a lot of people, they think of like military helicopters, and they're very familiar with, the HSC-25 from our friends like in the Navy, or they think, are we talking about Blackhawks? Are we talking about Apaches? What?
Those are the helicopters are really a kind of like a civilian helicopter, but converted into a search and rescue capability and a medevac. So if we're going to, they need our capabilities to evacuate a person that's hurt or sick from anywhere on the island, or possibly even the CNMI, that they can fly them from there over to Guam to the hospitals here. So those are the helicopters, and that's their mission, is to do search and rescue and, of course, medevac missions.
Mm-hmm. All right, gentlemen. Well, where can people find out more information about the Guard and what you guys have going on to commemorate your 34th birthday?
We have the recruiters are also on site. So what's going to happen is when publics come in, our recruiters will be there to ask any questions, and we have soldiers that are on ground that will be able to talk to the public regarding the type of equipment and what the capabilities are. So we will be there to answer questions and anything that this public wants to know. All
right, and we will be there too, because we love shooting that kind of stuff. We love covering it because you guys have always been so hospitable to us. So thank you so much and congratulations.
All right, thank you, Jason. Thank you, Guam, for having us here.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you, everybody. But we are far from done. There is a lot more show coming up, so please stay tuned. We are back after this. You're watching Fiesta Friday.